Good morning, all. I hope you all are well. I, Sarika Sharma. My today's topic is on sulfonamides. As we all knows, the sulfonamide is the major category of antibiotic. The sulfonamides. First of all, we are concerning about the introduction of sulfonamide. The sulfonamides are the generic name for the derivatives of para-aminobenzene sulfonamide. They are effective chemotherapeutic agents used for the prevention and treatment of bacterial infections in human. Sulfonamides are the bacteriostatic antibiotic with a wide spectrum action. As we all know, this bacteriostatic means the agent which stops the growth of bacteria. And the meaning of wide spectrum means it may kill major variety of bacteria. In our next slide, as we can see the prontosel and sulfanilamide. The sulfonamides are metabolic product of prontosel, and prontosel is a dye which is responsible for the antibacterial activity. Here we can see the structural resemblance between the prontosel and sulfanilamide. Now move to the prontosel red. It is the first antimicrobial agent effective against pyrogenic bacterial infection. Prontosel red is a dye. Basically, it is used for streptococcal infections, and it is highly effective. Streptococcal infections are generally the microbes which is having the spherical in shape. This is also the description of prontosel. Prontosel will get metabolite in sulfanilamide and di 1,2 amino aniline. Now move to the mechanism of action. Similar to human, bacteria can also synthesize folic acid for their body and their metabolic processes. Sulfonamide are the structural analog of PABA, which is para-aminobenzoic acid. Sulfonamide inhibit bacterial folate synthetase. It is an enzyme which is responsible for the synthesis of folic acid. If the sulfonamide is inhibiting the bacterial folate synthetase, means it cannot form folic acid, and which may hinders the many metabolic processes in the bacteria. We can see in this slide para-aminobenzoic acid, then dihydrofolate, then it will convert it into tetrahydrofolate, and finally nucleic acid synthesis. Nucleic acid means purine, pyrimidine like material. Para-aminobenzoic acid can convert it dihydrofolate in the presence of dihydroteroate synthetase, and dihydrofolate may convert it into tetrahydrofolate in the presence of dihydrofolate reductase. What sulfonamide is inhibiting? It is inhibiting the dihydroteroate synthetase. Thus, the dihydrofolate cannot synthesize further. Nucleic acid synthesis may stopped. This is the again structure of sulfanilamide. Here we can see the structure resemblance of sulfanilamide and PABA. See, the amino group is present, benzene ring is present. Here a slight difference in both the structure is here as O2 and NH2 in the case of sulfanilamide, and in PABA here is the COH or carboxylic group is present. Now move to the classification of sulfonamide. there are basically four kinds of sulfonamide are there on the basis of their action. First one is short acting, another one is the intermediate acting, next is the long acting, and last is the special case of purpose. In short acting means it can work between 4 to 8 hours, intermediate acting 8 to 12 hours, long acting up to 7 days. Here are the examples of these categories. Short acting, the example is sulfadiazine. Intermediate acting, sulfamethoxazole. Long acting, sulfadoxine and sulfamethoxypyrazine. And special purpose, sulfacetamide sodium, sulfadiazine, sulfasalazine and mifenide. Now move to the next slide. These are the another classification on the basis of their absorbance. Here there are three kinds of sulfonamide: orally absorbable, orally non-absorbable, and last one is the topical agent. Orally absorbable, again it is converted into, or it is divided into three categories: short acting, intermediate acting and long acting, as we already seen in the previous slide. Again repetitive examples as there. Orally non-absorbable, sulfasalazine, balsalazine. Topical agents are sulfadiazine, mifenide and sulfacetamide sodium. Now move to the chemistry, basic chemistry of sulfonamide. Sulfonamide recognized since 1932. It is used. It is clinically used since 1935. It is first compound to be effective antibacterial agent in safe doses ranges. Chemically, it is molecule containing sulfonamido, means SO2 and NH2. as we previously seen this group in the structure of sulfonamide, and here also this group is sulfonamido group, and this moiety is aniline moiety, structurally related to the PABA. This group is also present in other non-bacterial compounds like these drugs, and these drugs we will discuss later. They act as antimicrobial agent by inhibiting bacterial growth and activity, and commonly known as sulfa drugs. These are the drugs can also known as sulfa drugs. Now move to the SAR of sulfonamide. Here we can see the structure of sulfonamide. The structure is fragmented into four different groups. First is the para-amino group, another one is the aromatic ring, next is the sulfamido group, and last is the N substitution group. First point of SAR of sulfonamide is the amino and sulfonyl group on benzene ring are essential and should be 1,4 position. As we previously discussed, amino and sulfonyl group are basic group in the sulfonamide moiety, and it is responsible for the antibacterial activity, and it should present in the position of 1 and 4th. If we fluctuate the position of these groups into another group or a position, the antibacterial activity may affect it. Next point is replacement of aromatic ring by other ring system or introduction of additional substitution on it will decrease or abolish the activity. As we previously discussed, the simple aromatic ring means no hetero aromatic ring or no other substitution on this ring If it will done, then it will decrease or abolish the activity. Next point is the exchange of sulfonyl amido group by CONH amide group. It will reduce or decrease the activity. Next point is substitution of aromatic heterocyclic nuclei at N1 position yield highly potent. Now continuing the lecture, these are the structures of sulfonamide. This is the sulfa pyridine, sulfa diazine, sulfa methoxazole, sulfoxazole, and this is sulfa salazine. Now this is the general synthesis for sulfonamide and its categories drug, or this is the basic scheme for sulfonamide synthesis. This is particular synthesis for sulfa diazine. It is and now this is the next synthesis for the sulfa salazine. The synthesis for trimethoprim. The trimethoprim we will discuss later. Now move to the individual drug description. The sulfamethisole. This is the structure of sulfamethisole. Sulfamethisole is the competitive inhibitor of bacterial enzyme dihydropteroate synthetase. As we discussed earlier, what is the function of dihydropteroate synthetase? This is the enzyme which is responsible for the synthesis of dihydrofolate. Competitive inhibitors means this drug is competitively inhibit this enzyme with PABA. The normal para-aminobenzoic acid PABA substrate is prevented from binding. There is competition between the PABA and sulfamethisole for the binding of dihydropteroate synthetase. The inhibited reaction is necessary in this organism for the synthesis of folic acid. Thus, the folic acid synthesis is stopped or blocked in the bacteria. Now, next is the sulfoxazole, and another name is the sulfafurazole. This is the structure of sulfafurazole, a sulfonamide or sulfa antibiotic that helps keep bacteria from growing in your body. This drug is used to treat or prevent many different types of infections caused by bacteria, such as ear infection, bladder infections. Next drug is sulfamethoxazole. This is the structure of sulfamethoxazole. Sulfamethoxazole is a sulfonamide drug that inhibits bacterial synthesis. Again, it will block the synthesis of dihydrofolic acid. Means again it is inhibiting the dihydropteroic synthetase enzyme by competiting the PABA for the binding of dihydropteroate synthetase. Again, similar mechanism of action with this drug. Again, it is having bacteriostatic in nature. Inhibition of dihydrofolic acid synthetase decrease the synthesis of bacterial nucleotides and DNA. Thus, the bacteria will die. This drug is generally given with the combination of trimethoprim, next drug is sulfasalazine. This is the structure of sulfasalazine, and sulfasalazine is used to treat certain types of bowel disease called ulcerative colitis. This medication does not cure this condition, but it helps decrease the symptoms such as fever, stomach pain, diarrhea, and rectal bleeding. After an attack is treated, sulfasalazine is also used to increase the amount time between the attacks. The medication works by reducing irritation and swelling in the large intestine. So the sulfasalazine is basically, it is not used for to cure this condition. It is used as symptomatic treatment. It is also used in the treatment of rheumatoid arthritis, where joint pain and swelling, redness, this may happen, and sulfasalazine may use in the symptomatic treatment in rheumatoid arthritis. Next drug is sulfacetamide. This is the structure of sulfacetamide. Sulfacetamide generally used as a lotion formulation, and used in the acne treatment and dermatitis condition. With the combination with sulfur, it is sold with contain 10% acetamide and 5% sulfur. And now next drug is mefenide acetate. This is the structure of mefenide acetate, and it is again used as a topical agent. Means it is used in the skin infections and skin diseases. Thank you so much.